So, welcome to this small video introduction to our strategic scenarios. I'll be doing quite a bit of videos in the different topics, so this is a small introduction so you have a framework for what I'll be presenting in the coming weeks. I made these two small circles here on the board, and the circles, they represent our mission and our vision of the company. The mission is, why do we exist? The reason that's kind of like we need to know ourselves before we can move forward with creating a strategy or a vision of where we want to go. However, where we want to go is influenced by a number of things. And if we start with the first circle around here, sorry for the strange shape of it, the potato shape, we have the trends, because the trends have an impact on how we can implement our mission here in the middle. On the other hand, the vision, where we want to be, is also encircled. And in this circle we have different elements, but all of these different elements are scenarios. Like that. These scenarios are different possible futures that we can be in. This is all nice and fine, but we have some trends, we have some scenarios. How do we get there? We want to be as practical as possible, and therefore we try to make a small ugly arrow here. We create a roadmap. This small roadmap is our game plan, our project management plan, so to speak, of going from why we exist with the trends that influence our business to the visions and the scenarios of where we want to be in the future. This roadmap, again, is influenced by some things, and these influences are what we call options. But the roadmap also influences our options, in the sense that we can do these things, but also by doing things, we create options. Say we do an investment in something, in a new factory. Well, that new factory gives us some options in terms of potential scenarios. As all good plans will happen, and as they say in the army, only plan lasts until the first enemy meeting. And therefore, we want to do a couple of more things. We want to kind of monitor our roadmap, and we want to include some actions. These actions are then linked up to, let's just put it down here so we can read it, what we monitor, or our KPIs, key performance indicators. So in this sense, we are trying to make sure that we move from our mission where we are to the vision with the different scenarios. Which of these different scenarios we end up in is not that important, because if we create the options which make sense and we monitor along the way, we will reach one of the scenarios in a positive sense. If we don't monitor, we might fall out of the scenarios that we are interested in being in. If we don't have the actions, we're certainly not coming there. And if we're not creating the options, we will not be able to achieve them. So we start with our mission, we end in our vision through the influencing factors of trends. We create options, roadmaps, actions, and monitor it, and reach one of the hopefully positive scenarios. Thank you for following along in this small video. I hope it gave you a short overview. The other videos will be centered. I have a number on trends and a little bit on mission vision and roadmap action and scenarios. See you in the next one.